Welcome back. What is up, YouTube and 40 years? So, we're going to be going through a good check of more deck list that I've kind of seen floating around and whatnot. And this was submitted to me by Akano. He said that Selza came up with this, and this is New Age Gandora FTK. You guys know about Mr. Gandora, the Demolition Dragon. So, on normal or special summon from the hand, you can destroy as many other monsters on the field as possible. And if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest original attack on the field among those destroyed. Your choice if tied. This card's stat becomes equal to the damage inflicted to your opponent by this effect, and then once per turn during the end phase, your life gets halved. But we don't care about that because we're attempting to close the game in a pretty quick manner, actually. Now, the standard means to do this, number 6, just half your opponent's life. And then, of course, Mr. Seven Deadly Sins likes to walk on in here and be the little progenitor that he is to assist the combo. I think that, actually, even seeing more of this card in the current format, I've seen Orcust combos use this too, which is pretty cute because, you know, you just get to slap the spider on top of Dingrisu, and you go ahead and slam the next spider on top of Dingrisu, and everybody's like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. Well, yeah, you can, and it's actually pretty cute. So, let's kind of dig on into this, see what's going on, and kind of get our feet a little bit wet with this new deck. So, we have 2 copies of Zephyros the Elite, standard bounce. Triple copies of Kaleido Check. Send a Lunalight monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Name of this face-up card becomes traded as Ascent monsters. You just get to mill off. We have triple copies of the Lunalight Tiger, generic extender. Then we have triple copies of Yellow Mantern. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, target a Lunalight card you control, except for Mantern return to your hand if you do special summon this card. Extenders, baby. Don't you love them? And then, of course, we have 2 copies of Orcust Nightmare. Getting to send that Dark Machine to the graveyard. Walled Wando. And we have 2 copies of the World Wand itself. And then we have 1 copy of Armageddon Knight. 1 copy of Brotar. 1 copy of the Dragon of Demolition himself. Then we have triple copies of Droll Lockbird. Basically, you're looking to use Droll Lockbird as a way to slow down the opponent. You definitely, if you get any sort of hand trapped or things like that, it's going to be an issue. And Droll kind of lets you fight back against that and stall through to the next turn. Also, honestly, in a deck like this, Droll, especially if you're forced to go second, might be one of the best hand traps you have. So we have triple Lure of Darkness for turbo ability, triple copies of Called by the Grape. I don't want to be hand trapped. We have triple copies of Denki, 1 Foolish Bro, triple copies of the Lunalight Perfume, still one of the other best cards. We have 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 Rank Up Magic Soul Shape Force, triple copies of the Foolish Bro Goods, and 1 copy of the Lunalight Serenade Dance. Now, down here in the extra deck, we have 1 The 7 Sins. I keep calling this the 7 Deadly Sins. 1 copy of Pain Gainer, 1 Dingrisu, and 1 Galtea. Pretty straightforward here with our life purpose for these. We have 1 copy of Chronomaly Atlantis, 1 Saruja Boy, 1 copy of the Remuridian Shark. We're basically just using this to get to rank up Soul Shape Force. We have 1 Bring the Pain Dragon, 1 Pisty, and 1 Elpie, of course. 1 Saruja for full extendability, 1 Reproticus, 1 Nightmare Mermaid, 1 Phoenix, and the 1 copy of Force Strix. Wrapping up this is, I think that this is one of the more gimmicky things coming out of this format, straight honest with you guys, but the fact that this even actually works is pretty cute. Now, we also have another Tenyi Orcust. Really, this is one of the more interesting things that I've seen as of late come out of events, and this is Orcust with the new Tenyi. So if you control no effect monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control a face-up non-effect monster, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to your hand. But we just care the fact that we are able to special summon this and start on with our merry way. I love the Tenyi so much. So, standard Orcust things. So we have the 1 copy of the Armageddon Knight. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. 2 copies of Danger Nessie, 1 Jackalope, 1 Tsuchinoko, and then we have a lot of hand traps here. We have 3 Veilers and 3 Ghost Ogres. So in total, we're packing 9 of them things. Which, okay, hand trap viability, this format is really high. Getting any sort of disruption or being able to get, you have to get the game back to your turn. Like, especially if you're going second, your opponent, like, you're looking at Danger Thunder, and Danger Thunder starts going whoop, 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 whoop. You've got to do something about it. Like, you just don't have a choice. So, that many hand traps at least allows you to get the chance to play the game. Then we have triple copies of Math Man, still one card starter of the card. One copy of Symbol Skeleton, triple copies of Harp Horror, and then 2 copies of the Orcust Automaton Nightmare, triple copies of Vishidu, 1 copy of the World Wando, triple copies of Called by the Grave, triple copies of Instant Fusion between Thousand Eyes Restrict or Winda, depending on, I guess, really which mode you need, whether it be Protect the Floodgate or Sucky $5 bill. You know, it really just depends. 1 copy of the Babel. Of course, we play the 1 Hornet Drones, the triple engage. Once again, 1 card starters, by the way. I love them so much. And then, interesting enough, 2 Crescendo. I really didn't expect to see dual Crescendos. Considering a lot of players have kind of just been like, all right, we're going to go with one of these for the most part. But we reach this point now that it's like, this seems like it's a bit more of a norm, especially in a build like this. Especially, well, I mean, we're pure Orcust, so what are you going to do? Extra deck, we have 1 Topological Bomber Dragon, 1 Kagari, 1 copy of Monk of the Tenyi. Ooh, 1 non-link Tenyi monster. Vishidu plus this, that's pretty cute. We, of course, have the 1 Lungrisu, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Mermaid, 1 Serbi, triple copies of Galtea, 1 Ferrari Dragon, 2 copies of Dingrisu, 1,000 Eyes Restrict, and 1 copy of Winda. Side deck here, triple DD Crow, triple Prankatops, triple copies of Twin Twister, triple Eevee, and triple copies of Typhoon, wrapping up this list. A very interesting take, though, on Orcust. I'm genuinely intrigued by what's really to come out of this. We'll have to wait and see for more success. I don't know. I want to see more of this. Is that weird? And then last but not least, this was a list coming out of a qualifier for the VIP tournaments. And this really kind of caught my interest. Any sort of Dragon Link variants that we kind of see at the moment, kind of, well, I mean, pre-structure deck, a lot of players kind of been up in the air about it, but Quick Launch is literally a starter and an extender at the same time. I don't know, it's really cute because you have a lot of this synergy kind of built in to this deck. I think a lot of players kind of just, I don't know, they just don't want to explore it. Is that weird? So, we have 1 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, 1 copy of Carmageddon, only 2 copies of Lavenir, by the way. And we also have 1 copy of Mothman, 2 copies of Nesnes, 2 copies of Jackalope, 2 copies of the Tsuchinoko, the 1 Elio, the 1 copy of the Metal Rocket Dragon, 1 Miscellaneous Sarasaurus, 1 copy of Brotar, 1 Red MD, 1 Rocket Synchron, triple copies of Overraptor. I love 1 card starters, by the way. Bury this. 1 copy of the Tempest, Dragon Ruler of the Storms. I love how this card's just also become an extender for this deck. 1 White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. 1 World Chalice Dragon, 1 Alexandrite Dragon, and the 1 Flamvel, a little guard dragon. So adorable. Spells, we have the triple Called by the Grave, 2 Dragon Ravine, 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple Fossil Dig, triple Quick Launch, 1 Expected Die, and the 1 copy of the World Legacy Guard Dragon. The fact that you can search this, by the way, off of Justicar is pretty absurd. Extra deck, we have 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Saruja, 1 Lambda, 1 Phoenix, 1 Heavenly Spheres, 1 Pisty, 1 LP, the 1 Bring the Pain Dragon, 1 Romulus, and of course Apostla for those full negates, 1 Number 60, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Justicar, 1 Crystal Wing, and 1 copy of the Borreload Savage Dragon. Side deck, 2 Lancia, 2 Ash Blossom, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, 2 copies of Mind Control, 2 Twin Twister, and of course, triple copies of Red Reboot, wrapping up this list. Format is shaping up to be really interesting. Seeing that Orcust is not dead definitely makes me happy. FTK, OTK decks, you know, they exist. There's not much you can do about it. I think it's important that you accept these things as the formats develop. And, well, the ride never really ends, guys. Alright, guys, that's all I got. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.